It's me, Dominique. Today is May 1st, 2016. I wanted to come in and do this really quick video on something that was, I'm probably pretty late on it, something that was circulating the whole YouTube community, I would say like a month or more ago, regarding controversial statements that a couple of YouTubers made on their other social medias, I think Twitter, and how everybody was in an uproar. I think it was regarding colorism, like whole light skin, dark skin thing, and Beyonce and Blue Ivy and natural hair. And a lot of people wasn't feeling their statements. And it was some people on the spectrum was like, oh, I'm not supporting them because how could you, talk about your own people like that? And then there was some on the spectrum like, well, they made a mistake, they apologize and get over it. And people say things that, at the time they don't realize, what they're really saying. So my take on it is that the two young ladies, I'm not subscribed to either one of them, so like I was never like a supporter or a non-supporter. They just never piqued my interest, even though they're really popular on here and they have a really large, I guess, subscriber base. I was just never like certain people. Like I watch their videos and you have a lot of subscribers, I'm like, well, okay, I like your little videos, I like your makeup, I like the way you speak, I like the setup, I'm inspired. And then some people I'm like, oh, well, yeah, you popular, but I don't really vibe you because I'm all about energy and vibe. So those two just never did it for me. When you get onto these social media platforms, if you want to brand yourself as a certain person, or you want to brand yourself for certain opportunities, then from the beginning you can't be 100% authentic. You can't be 100% you, because at some point someone's going to disagree. So when you're trying to be a brand and you're trying to market yourself to specific people, you'll never, even though people will get on here and say, I'm me, I'm doing, they'll never be 100% them. They'll never be 100% unfiltered, because they'll lose certain opportunities. So if that's if that's the path that you're trying to take, being on social media, then that's who you need to be from the beginning. You need to not be who you are, basically, from the beginning, because that shit will come back and bite you in the ass. Now, if you're a type of person, kind of sort of like me, where like, if I feel some type of way, I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to say how I feel. I'm going to say it like I tell my kids and sometimes my husband. And they'll want to tell me something and they'll be like, wait, I'm just trying to figure out. And I'll be like, say it the same way as in your head. Like, once you're that type of person, I've always been that type of person. And I never want to be the person that has to change in myself from what I started with. So, like, I'm not on YouTube. I mean, if opportunities come from YouTube, then it is what it is. But obviously, I've been on here for like a couple of years. I don't have a following, but I don't even have a niche. I'm not a beauty guru. I'm not like this whole advice person. I just come on here and do videos, vlog videos of my family. And if you get something from it, you get something from it. If you don't, and you get entertained by it, that's fine. But I don't ever want to put myself in a position where I gotta basically eat my words. But I know, watching my past videos and knowing my mind frame now, things that I said in my past videos are not necessarily things that I feel the same way about now. But on my social medias, my Twitter and here, because that's where I'm going to work at with views, because, on Instagram too, because I put up certain things on Instagram. You can see the growth. You can see from where I was at then and where I am at now, and how, like, okay, back in 2009, she said this. But then in 2012, no, not 2012, but 2014, 2015, 2016, she said this. So obviously, yeah, she said those words that, was probably messed up, probably controversial then. But obviously she don't feel like that now because it's a couple of years later. But going back to what I'm saying about those young ladies. With those young ladies, because they were so unfiltered then, they didn't know where this platform was going to take them. And you didn't really see their growth. You just saw them from being unfiltered then to being like spokesmen and spokeswomen and brands. Now is like, okay, well, I don't think their views really changed from then. They said that then and they ain't never said nothing since. They ain't never said, you ain't never seen them say, okay, well, I feel this way about certain black people or nappy hair or whatever. And then from then, like, they ain't saying nothing else. They're just selling points. They're just selling things. They're just, you know, trying to promote, trying to be spokesman. So it's like, okay, well, you never spoke on that anymore, I guess, because you don't want to speak on it anymore because you don't want to lose an audience. So, but you said it then. So because of the fact that you said then, do you still feel that way? And then it shouldn't take for someone to call you out for you to say, oh, I don't feel that way anymore. The people, your audience, your supporters should have seen the growth in you along the time. It shouldn't take for, it took one person to go way back and say, oh, well, you ain't addressed this no more. Is this how you still feel? Like, that's just how I feel. But, I mean, everybody's not me. People are different. So that was just my take on it. I just felt like, you know, they made their statements on those tweets then, and then you didn't see the growth from that. You didn't see, like, okay, you didn't see any tweets or anything following up from that a couple of years later saying, you know, spewing out different views. You just seen those views, and then you just seen, I'm the brand, I'm the spokeswoman. I'm not getting into that controversial. I'm not getting into the whole Black Lives Matter thing. I don't know per se, because like I said, I'm not a follower of them, so I don't know, like, I don't know exactly what they said on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever, because I wasn't watching their videos. I wasn't, you know, followers of them on Twitter. It's just that the fact that it came out and then everybody, you either had people, I wasn't supporting them, or get over it, then moved on. Like, it's like they never really addressed that. They never really addressed those issues that they spoke on along, like, as time went on. So, like, of course, like, people took it a certain way. I hope I made sense. If I didn't, I'm sorry. If you have any questions about anything I said, just hit me up. I hope I came across and made some type of sense about what I was trying to say. I'm not sure what I'm going to title it, because, you know, I'm not trying to title it for shock value and gain notoriety off of their names. I'm just speaking on it because I've been wanting to speak on it, but I was shying away from it. So, yeah. So, that's about it. Any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them down below. My Twitter will be down below, my Instagram, and my email. And until next video, I'm out.